guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been 2 months too long, but I am back and ready to share what we did for Carson's death anniversary and just kind of like a life update. If you're new here, my name is Nylon, like nylon without an L, and I lost my 11-week-old son Carson on April 13th, 2023 from pneumonia, which went undiagnosed before we got discharged from the hospital, and I have a video all about that that you can watch later. In today's video, I'm going to go over Carson's death anniversary, what we did to celebrate him, and kind of like my feelings reliving the day that he passed away last year. So let's get started. How was Carson's death anniversary and what did we do? It was a chaotic but very beautiful day remembering Carson. The weather was nice, it was nice and sunny, so I honestly couldn't have asked for a better day, like weather-wise. We had a lot of friends over and we did a balloon release. I posted a shorts and a reels video on Instagram on the balloon release that we did. Even though we did use biodegradable balloons, I totally understand the concern for the environment, and we did not plan on doing balloon releases years to come, honestly. I will kind of go over why we don't plan on doing the balloon release, and also wanted to come on here and say thank you for everyone's concern for the environment. When we did release the balloons, it was very beautiful. I'll post more pictures from the photographer that came and took videos and also filmed the balloon release, which I'll add here. Really hard for us, and thank you guys so much for being here and supporting us. All right, I think that's it. How was I feeling on that day and days after? I honestly felt very numb. I think that I felt numb that very first year that we lost Carson. Not that I'm saying I didn't feel emotional or upset or depressed about losing him, but it was more so like emotionally, mentally, and physically, like I wasn't connected. I felt very numb that day and the entire first year that we lost Carson. I also felt just like emotionally disconnected from that day, and honestly like everyone else. I felt like the entire first year just zoomed by in reality, but emotionally I felt like I was still, like it was like yesterday that he passed away. With the amount of people that did show up to Carson's death anniversary, I was feeling pretty overwhelmed, and I didn't realize that I was going to feel overwhelmed. I am so thankful for all the support that we did have on that day. We had friends from different states come and see us. Although I had like the whole event page on Facebook and invited everyone, and I felt like days leading up to the day of Carson's death anniversary, I felt like I was pretty prepared. I had ordered a cake, I had ordered food and cooked food and all of that, but when the day came, I still felt so much guilt, like I didn't prepare enough to make this day better, I guess. It's like I felt like he deserved more. I felt like I should have done more. What would I do differently next year? Like I said, we just had a lot of people in this house. I think it's just like next year, I just really want to spend this day with my intimate family and maybe go get a cabin somewhere or like do like a little getaway every year to honor Carson. I will say that it's been really hard this year so far because the girls are getting bigger, and when we go do things together, all I picture is Carson being there. Or there's this one time, actually, just recently. This hasn't happened since he passed away. Like, I think it was like for the whole first 6 months after he was gone, I had a lot of like phantom cries that I would hear, or feel like I was like missing a child, like 1, 2, 3, where's the third one? But just recently, I like literally had a moment where I felt like he was here. Let me go get a bottle ready for Carson. And I think that sounds like so crazy for some people, but that's actually like the reality of losing a baby. I've had some friends that I've met along this journey that have also lost a baby, and they've all told me that the second year is the hardest. They said that it's because that first year you're kind of going through the motion, you're like in zombie mode, and then it's like it clicks. It's like your mind, body, and spirit just connect, and it's like they're really gone. I think that because everything connected, it's like I am not just like a zombie anymore. I'm actually in the present and feeling the emotions a lot. Why have I been MIA for this long? Shortly after Carson's death anniversary, I actually flew out to Dallas, Fort Worth to share Carson's story with Dr. Phil on his new show. And it hasn't aired yet, so once it does air, like, the producer is going to email me and let me know. I will share that with you guys. Another reason why I haven't been on YouTube is because I've been having so much anxiety. I wanted to share a Bible verse that has actually really helped me to be less anxious. It's Philippians 4, 6 through 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition with thanksgiving present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. That Bible verse really resonates with me because since his death anniversary, I feel like I said, something like just really clicked, and I've been extra emotional, extra on edge, extra just sulking in my feelings, which is causing so much anxiety. And I personally did not want to record all of the anxiousness that I was feeling because I just knew that the video just wasn't going to be good enough for you guys. I say that something just clicked, but honestly, I went to my first therapy session, and shortly after I left, I was super nauseous. I felt physically sick, and I had to like stop on the side of the road to like vomit. I don't know why I'm laughing, but it was just like odd for me because I've never been to therapy, and I didn't know that one therapy session, or honestly like any therapy session, could make you physically ill. And little did I know this was the start of me facing my actual pain and grief. I also feel like therapy helped me begin grieving in a more healthy manner because I would always like compartmentalize how I felt, or put my feelings to the side, or just like not even allow myself to cry because I felt weak. I felt like I needed to put my stuff to the side for my kids, for my girls, for my marriage. And then it would be like days and weeks and months, and then like a year would go by, and I'm like, everything is hitting me all at once. If you follow me on Instagram and you are active on watching my stories, then you probably see like a lot of my fitness stuff. Like, I go to the gym very often because honestly, if I don't, then I feel like I'm just not a sane person. During this time, I was struggling with my anxiety, my self-worth, and felt like I needed to prove to myself and others by stepping on stage to compete in a bodybuilding show. But like, why bodybuilding? I used to compete in bodybuilding 8 years ago, and I just like felt like that was the one time that I felt like most like myself. Probably because I didn't have kids at the time, and I also feel like that was like what I needed to do to get my identity back. Like, becoming a mom and then having babies back to back to back, and then losing Carson made me feel like I didn't even know who I was looking at in the mirror. After my therapy session, and along with going to church and praying with intention, asking God for guidance and healing, I began to be less anxious and living more for the present than the past and also the future. I feel like when you put too much emphasis on the future and also letting the past hold you back, you don't know which direction to go to, when all you need to do is just like be rooted where your feet are and just open your eyes to what is right in front of you. And that's like what I was struggling with, because constantly I was like looking toward the future. Lord, like, what do you want me to do? Like, what am I? Who am I? I'm so broken. Nobody likes me. I'm a broken person. I obviously don't feel like the same person that I am. I just felt like hopeless in a way, but praying constantly and reading the Bible and seeking Him, I felt more accepting of my new reality and began to actually see His purpose for my life. The last 2 months that I've been absent here, I feel like my brain has been like a ping pong ball, just like bouncing back and forth, not knowing which direction to go to. Giving all my pain and worries to God helped me become a happier, new but still broken version of myself. And I wanted to insert another Bible verse that really resonated with me. You guys probably know this one. Psalms 34:18, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Although broken, I have God by my side, and I have more clarity and strength each day knowing that Carson is with Jesus in heaven. Also, I turned 31 last month, June 3rd. I didn't really post about it because birthdays are a little awkward for me. It's even more awkward now that Carson's not here, and honestly, it's just like holidays just kind of hurt a little bit still. Wait, are birthdays holidays? I've also been getting over the flu. The flu sucks. I was really sick and I still have a little bit of a cough like lingering. Another thing that's been really keeping me busy is my photography business. I'm so thankful for a busy summer season. So anywho, here I am trying to get back on my feet and be more present in a place of community. And if you're new here, welcome. Thank you guys so much for all of the support. And lastly, how is my family and how am I doing currently? My husband is learning more about his relationship with Jesus, attending church and Bible study, going to therapy, and finding his own ways to grieve in a healthy manner. Emmy, our 4-year-old, brings up Carson very often still. Everything that she does, or like the artwork that she does, like at church and at the gym, childcare, it's always like baby brother is included in it. And I've just learned to sit there, listen, and also find joy in the fact that she still remembers him and talks about him. It's like almost like she keeps him alive, and I love that. Kenny, our 2-year-old, has been going through her terrible twos, cutting teeth, and honestly just finding her voice in the world. That's another reason why it's been like extra hard lately, but we are getting through it. For me, I've been grieving more silently and being less open about my grief, honestly in fear of feeling misunderstood, especially because to other people and to them it's like, oh, it's been a year, you should be feeling better, you should be doing better. And not that I'm saying I'm not feeling better or doing better, but it's like I'd rather just not hear those comments being made or feeling judged, because to me internally it doesn't feel like it's been a year. This past year, I've honestly feel like I've heard some of the most insensitive comments from people in my real life, and also like trolls and cyberbullies on YouTube and on Instagram. And obviously like that's just like bound to happen, especially in a video where there is a lot of exposure. And that's the video where I talk about how I lost Carson. However, like everyone is entitled to their opinion, but respectfully, if you have never lost a child, then you really don't know. You don't even like come close to knowing or having any idea what it's like to be a mom who have lost a child. I think because people see me trying to find and do things that bring me joy and happiness, they see me as like, oh, like she's back to the old Nyan, she's doing great, she's not grieving anymore, she's not sad anymore. And it's honestly bullshit, because I choose to not lay around in bed and sulk, and because I choose to take care of myself so that I can be the best mom and wife I can be, people just automatically assume that I'm just like perfectly fine. But in reality, like if you can truly be a sane person, a sane, sensible, with high emotional intelligence, and you can sit here and try to put yourself in a mother's situation, a mother's shoes, and to picture yourself give birth to your baby, hold them lifeless, you have nothing to say. It makes you physically ill, honestly. So for me to sit here and tell you to picture that and it makes you feel ill, so think about the moms out there that actually lost a child. Reflecting back on this past year, I feel like I have come such a long ways in terms of choosing my peace over things that just used to bother me, like the little things. Because honestly, it doesn't matter. I choose to find things that bring me happiness instead of anger, depression, and anxiety. I still to this day go through my old photos and look at Carson's pictures and videos because obviously, as his mother, I miss him very much. I just need to keep hearing his voice and his cues so that I can just like keep him alive internally.
Oh, yeah, there's that smile. Oh. You're like, wait, what is that? What is that, huh? Big smiles. Yeah.
There are still days where it's harder than others. I bawl like a little baby a lot of the days, but I have gotten better at finding happiness that he's with God and he doesn't have to be here dealing with worldly problems. Going through all of Carson's documents, his medical records, in preparation of sharing Carson's story on Dr. Phil's new show, it really brought up those feelings again, and I am actively going to be looking for a lawyer. If you guys know anyone, please message me, DM me on Instagram, like send me a message so that I can look into them. It's just not right. Thank you guys for being here and supporting me. I don't think I'll ever stop saying that. I'm sorry it's been 2 months since I've came on here to help any grieving moms that I can. It's been 1 year, 2 months, and 27 days since Carson's been in heaven, and his clothes are still in his dresser, and I'm not too sure when I'll be ready to put those away. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys next time.
Join us.
Amy, what do we have here?
Chocolate and candy.
Chocolate and candy. Okay, so Try Treats sent us a premium box with chips, chocolate, and cookies. Are you ready to try this?
Yes.
It says, what's inside the box? Hand-picked snacks from different countries delivered to you every month. 10 snacks in the premium box, which is the one that we have. Our boxes include cookies, crackers, chocolates, candies, chips, and more. All right.
Yummy.
Look how beautifully packaged it is.
Let's open it. I want to open it.
You want to open it? Okay.
Chewy.
Where is this from? It's from Malaysia.
Yeah.
This is a country where all these snacks are from. A postcard, another postcard of everything that is included in the box. Oat Crunch by Munchies. Let's start off with that one, Emmy. I think this is it. Crunch. You want to try this one with mommy? Ooh, that's yummy.
Let's try the jelly.
So those ones are the Jelly Cup by Dragonfly. Okay.
Jelly.
Mmm, the chocolate sandwich cracker.
Yay.
Mmm. Here's a pawn cracker by, I don't know how to say that. You like that? Strawberry roll cake
Yay.
by Lenton. Yummy? Good, you guys.
Look.
Ooh, it was strawberry gummy. Mmm.
It's like cheese.
Ooh, that's good.
You need to show them.
Wait, I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. wafer stick. Mmm. Comes in this yellow thing. Don't bite it. And they gave us a generous amount of candy as well. How good was it? Really good. If you want to try different snacks from different countries, definitely recommend a subscription with Try Treats. Thank you so much for this premium box, and use code LiftingMotherhood to take 15% off of your first box.